This is the new all-electric Peugeot E3008. In this video I will be testing range and consumption, cabin noise and also the charging. Welcome to its own electric. Let's start with the basics. This is a compact crossover, measuring just over 4.5 meters in length with a wheelbase of 2.7 meters. It weighs 2.2 tons. It's built on the new Stellantis STLA platform and it shares it with the Opel Grandland. It's not a pure electric platform, but it's a mixed platform. This specific car is a GT Ultimate. It's front-wheel drive with a single motor delivering 157 kilowatts or 213 horsepower with 345 Nm of torque. It should be able to do 0 to 100 in 8.8 seconds with a top speed of 170 km per hour. It is a 400 volt system and it should be able to charge from 20 to 80% in 30 minutes with a top speed of 100 kilowatts. When it comes to AC charging, it charges at 11 kilowatts. We'll see about the charging speeds later in this video. This has a small battery pack and that's 77 kilowatt hours of gross capacity with a net capacity of 73 kilowatt hours. Its stated VLTP are 510 kilometers. It drives on 20-inch Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5 studless winter tires and a 235/50 all around. Let's start driving. It's time for the range and consumption test. I've been driving the Peugeot E3008 GT Ultimate for 27 kilometers and the average consumption right now is 17.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, which seems fairly decent right now. It's just start of a stretch. I've just passed 110 kilometers per hour stretch, so it will probably go down a little bit. It's 10 degrees outside, it's sunny, amazing weather, dry roads. I think this will be pretty good range test. Now it's warning for a speed camera, but I'm already driving at the speed limit. When it comes to this range test, we always drive on the same road and same stretch. It's 80 kilometers and it has varied speeds between 50 all the way up to 110 kilometers per hour. We have a couple of set rules, and the first one is we always stick to the speed limit. The second one is we always put the car in eco mode if available, and it is. And the third one is we put the AC on eco and 20 degrees. This car doesn't have eco mode on the AC, but we have it on the drive modes at least. And the AC is set to 20 degrees. No steering wheel heating and no heating of the seats. Just reached the middle mark of the road, 40 kilometers, and the average consumption right now is 16.6 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Seems fairly decent. It's not a Tesla, it could be more efficient. Still pretty decent. It's winter tires, 20-inch wheels. I think it's a little bit too warm outside for winter tires because 11 degrees and sunny. When it comes to the mandatory to turn off the speed limit warning system that we have an EU regulation for, let's try it. Now it's beeping, but it's really quiet. So in higher speeds, you don't need to turn it off. But if you want to, you have a car on the screen, you can press here. And here you have shortcuts, and here I have added excessive speed warning. If you press this and you need to confirm it, and then you don't have any speed limit warning anymore. Otherwise, you can put a shortcut on this iCockpit display, and I put a shortcut on the second screen, and here you have the ADAS system. When you press that, you come to the same screen, and here you can press excessive speed limit warning, and you need to confirm it when you turn it off again. Decently easy, but I wish it was one button, just one click. When it comes to comfort and safety features, this car has it all. This is a GT Ultimate, as I said before. So it has a lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and also lane changing. And it's really easy to use. On the left side, you have all the controls for the lane keep and the cruise control. So you just press the assist button and you press OK. And this assist button has 3 different steps. The first one is off, the second one is adaptive cruise control, and the third one is adaptive cruise control with lane keep assist. So now I have it in cruise control, 110 kilometers per hour. If I press one more time, now it says drive assist. so now there is a green steering wheel and now it steers for me. If you want to change lanes, you just press the blinkers and then you press OK. In this car you need to confirm everything, but now it's changed the lane for me. It's really easy to use, it doesn't ping pong too much, it keeps the lanes good, it keeps the speed pretty decently, and it keeps the distance really good also. You have a distance button on the car, and it's a car with 2 lines, and if you press that you have 3 different steps: near, far and medium. Otherwise you have a play and pause button. Explains itself. If you want to pause the cruise control and assist, or play it again, start it again. And then you have the plus and minus button, and those are increments of the speed. So if you press plus and minus fast, you have 1 km/h change every time. If you press it longer, you have 5 at a time, but it's pretty fast. If you hold the plus for a long time, it jumps 5, 5, 5 pretty fast. It gets like 15-20 km really fast, and it can be hard to use the long press sometimes. But if you need to change the speed like 20 kilometers, it's pretty easy. The good thing is this car automatically recognizes the speed limit signs, so it always asks you if it's changed from 80 to 100. It says 100 OK question mark, and you just press OK and it changes to 100 km/h automatically. It's really easy to use. I actually like this adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist. It's one of the better ones. It's a little bit annoying in the beginning because you need to confirm everything with the OK button in the middle, but when you get used to that, it's pretty easy. These steering wheel buttons look like touch, but they aren't. They are touch buttons, but as a one piece, but they actually work fairly decently, and they're better than touch buttons. So thank you, Peugeot, for not using touch buttons. On the topic of the steering wheel, this car is also equipped with a heated steering wheel. It's not that even of a heating, it heats mostly on top of the steering wheel. A little bit strange, not so much in the middle and in the bottom. And I actually like the size of the steering wheel. It's small, it's compact. I don't know if you would say it's cute, but it feels a little bit sporty and unique or quirky. But I like it, you get used to it. I put it in the most bottom position to see the screen fully. And I understand the concept, and I think it's unique, and as I said, I like it. It is time to summarize the range and consumption test. It was plus 10 degrees outside with dry roads and sunny weather. Keep in mind we're driving on 20-inch studless winter tires, and they are probably too soft for these conditions. But the final consumption landed on 16.8 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers, and this is 434 kilometers of real-world range. And this equates to 85% of the stated VLTP. And this is fairly good and expected in these conditions. And keep in mind, this is the standard range version. There's also a long range version with a bigger battery pack. So with better weather, maybe 20 degrees outside, summer tires, you will probably get 450 to 480 kilometers in our test. And this is fairly good, especially for the standard range. For a more in-depth review of this car, don't forget to check out the full review that my brother has done. It should be linked up here. He will go through the car in more details. But we also did a high-speed range test of this car, so 120 km/h GPS speed, or 121 kilometers indicated on the screen. And the average consumption was 24.4 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers, and this equates to 299 kilometers of real-world range at constant 120 kilometers per hour. Keep in mind this was at night, so it was 2 degrees outside, and we were driving in eco mode and the AC on 20 degrees. So fairly good result either way, and this is the standard range. Next up is the cabin noise test. We always measure the cabin noise on the same road, same stretch. We put the microphone in head height on the passenger side, and we measure the average noise at 50, 70, 90, 110 kilometers per hour. This car is quiet, much more quiet than I thought it would be, and one of the more quiet ones in its class. It's on par with the BYD Seal with 19-inch wheels and the ID4 with 20-inch wheels. They're almost the same, and this is driving on 20-inch wheels also. So it's pretty quiet. It gets a little bit noisy above 110 kilometers per hour. You can hear the wind all around, but still it's a good result. And to the last topic, and this is charging. And this is where the E3008 really lacks. There's no manual preheating. There's no preheating by navigating to the charger. But we navigated to the charger, and we drove for 45 minutes. We plugged the car in, charged from 10 to 80%, and it took 55 minutes and 12 seconds. And this is not good at all. It's not even acceptable, not in 2025. And maybe this can seem to be like a fail, but this is reality. If you don't have any preheating and it's winter, it was 2 degrees outside, you would stay at the charger for 55 minutes just to get 10 to 80%. And this is not acceptable. The top charging speed of this car should be 100 kilowatts, and we actually managed 103 kilowatts, and the average charging speed was 58 kilowatts. But at 80%, it was charging at 35 kilowatts. And this is not good at all, it's not acceptable. So Peugeot, you really need to work on the charging curve, the top speed, and the preheating. This is not good, especially not for 2025. Let me summarize this car, my thoughts and my feelings for it. It started at 500,000 SEK or 45,000 euros. This car as specified is 640,000 SEK or 57,000 euros. If you want a long range one, the big battery one with GT Ultimate, you need to pay 690,000 crowns or 62,000 euros. Hardware wise, I love this car. I love the exterior looks, like the interior even more. The seats are great, the Nappa leather, the upgraded one, are amazing. The side bolsters are really good. They're sporty but still soft and comfortable. The bottom has also bolsters. They could be a little bit tight for a big boned person, but for me they're perfect. The thigh support are really good and extendable, and these are one of the longest seats. I really like them. They are heated, they're cooled, and they have massage. Everything. The massage is not the best one, but it's still decent. The focal sound system is really good. It's a good mids, clear highs, and the punchy bass. Even at higher volumes, it plays really good. There is no rattle in the door, so the sound is really good in this car. The comfort is good. It's quiet. As I said, the hardware in this car is really good. Even the screen resolution is good, and the software design is also good. But as I said, the charging is not good at all, and this could be a deal breaker for many. And the software is also really bad. I'm sorry, but it's too slow, it's too much animations, and it's really buggy. One of the most buggy systems I have ever used. Like the GPS works great, you have good animations, and as I said, the screens are really good, but it's too slow. You have animations for everything. If you want to change something, there's animation for it. So if you raise the volume to 10, you have animation up to from 0 to 10. But if you want to change it to 20, you change it from 10 to 20, so you raise the volume, and then it animates from 0, so you get confused. Is it at 0 or is it at 10? So sometimes you raise the volume too much because you're too fast, at least I am. Sometimes I start the car 2 or 3 times, I press the start button because it's too slow. I put the drive 1 or 2 times. When you're charging it, you don't get enough information. It's cluttery and you don't get the kilowatts. It's strange. And it's really buggy. Like the AC sometimes is off when you're driving it and you put it in 20 degrees. And it sounds a lot, and sometimes it doesn't sound a lot. Sometimes at 20 degrees the car is really cold, and sometimes it's perfect. When you put the AC on 0 and you're driving high speeds in the winter, you still get ice cold air from outside. I put it on 0, you should turn off the air, but it's still pushing in cold air from outside. It's some strange things in this car, and everything is software related. Even the charging probably is software related. You can get better charging curves with preheating with software probably. So Peugeot really needs to work on the software side. And as I said, the hardware is here. You have good comfort, good sound quality, both cabin noise and the speakers. You have pretty good efficiency, you have big batteries, you have a good design, it's unique, it's quirky. I really like this car hardware wise, but the software breaks it for me completely. What do you think? Would you go for the standard range or would you go for the long range? Would the software break it for you too, or maybe the charging? Let's have a discussion. Comment down below what you think, what you would go for. I will try to answer as fast as I can. But please subscribe to the channel, like the video and share it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, stay electric.